Hello everyone, welcome or welcome back. This is Engineers on a Budget. My name is Sam and today we are doing our March budget breakdown. So we are changing it up a bit. So for my March budget, I get paid on, what days do I get paid? I should know this. The 10th and the 24th. So we will have rollover money from February, and that is in the amount of $1,482.90. So there's that. Let's see, we have, what do we have? We have spring break and March. We also have my 15-year anniversary, which is really exciting. 15 years. Let's see, my goals is to implement new budgeting method. And yeah, we're just gonna try to take it easy this month just to kind of see how it works out. So my husband contributions to our budget is to cover mortgage and to cover the car loan that he has. I try to cover everything else. If you have seen my unstuffings, you'll notice that I'm not successful most of the time, but that's okay. So his is $1,847.81 for contributions, and then my take-home pay this month, I am expecting $5,931.62. And I am a part-time salary employee. Anyway, what we're gonna do is we're gonna add up this number, so 5931.62 plus 1847.81 for my husband, and then we're gonna have February rollover of 1482.90. That is 9262.33. Yep. Sorry, I'm double checking my work to make sure it makes sense. So 9,262.33. You're gonna go ahead and we're gonna write down 1,000. Sorry, I forget how much our mortgage is since my husband pays for it. $1,332.81, and then car loan is $515. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the, let's see, 5931.62, and then we are going to divide that by, or sorry, yeah, we'll divide it by 2 or do 50. We're trying to calculate our 50%. So 29, what is that? $2,965.81 for our target goal. So I'm going to put 2,965.81 is our target goal. And we're going to go ahead and write down all of our needs categories. What I did is I went ahead and wrote a needs, a wants, and then a savings. So we're trying to still target the 50, 30, 20, but we will see kind of how this lays out. I think this is going to help me really see what my actuals are for these different categories. So yeah, we're just going to go ahead and jump into it. So for student loans, we are doing 644. Hang on, let me get this set up so I can see it better. HELOC, I'm targeting 200 every month to go to that. Utilities, we're going to target 200 every month to set aside. Water is 160. Maids, they come twice a month, so that is a total of 380 or 190 for every visit. And then miscellaneous, we're going to go ahead and set aside 20 every month. Yep, that'll be fine. Charity is 60. Allowance is 100. Groceries is going to be 800. And the reason that it's so that we increase, we used to do like $650 for groceries. The reason we increased it is because it's going to cover our pet food, and it's also going to cover our toiletries. So we went ahead and increased it a bit to cover for those things. And then gas is going to be 400 for the month. And insurance is going to be 200. Now I imagine we won't be using nearly this much in gas. I imagine it'll probably be closer to 350, but my plan is to roll over any leftover money into our maintenance category for our car. And as you can see, I don't have that here, and when we do get to the savings part, I'll kind of explain how we're going to work that. Alright, so moving on to wants. Our wants categories include internet, phone, subscriptions, spending, clothing, kids, and pets. You know what? I should probably add all of this. So let's go ahead and do 1332.81, and let's add this up really quick. So $5,011.81. So this is a total of $5,011.81. Now what I want to do is take the 1332.81 and the 515 out. So you can see here that my needs amount is $3,164, which is definitely over the $2,965 that I would like to be at. I'm okay right now with our needs being that high because we do have quite a bit of loans right now open. I'm hoping to get my student loans knocked out within the next few years, and then the HELOC we're using to upgrade our house a little bit. It is us taking equity in our home and upgrading it. So for example, if you didn't see my last video, we had been doing renovations in our bathroom downstairs, and then we found a leaking pipe. So we went ahead and had a plumber come in to take care of it. And it's these kinds of upgrades and maintenance that the HELOC is going to cover, and then we're going to get it to a good place, and hopefully just kind of be able to have a house for a long time. So that's what we're doing, is we're keeping up with maintenance. We're doing a little bit of upgrades, making sure that because the codes and stuff change, and I know there's like grandfather clauses and stuff in them, but if we can get our house up to like kind of what the codes are at, so that way when we go to sell it, we don't have a lot of work to do. I'm not saying we're going to go sell it anytime soon, but the HELOC is for us to go ahead and do those maintenance items, and then also do things to increase the value and worth of the house. So that's what we're using the HELOC for. So between the student loans and the HELOC, if I didn't have those, then I would be much closer to that 50% target. So I'm kind of okay where it's at right now. But we're going to go ahead and move on to wants, which I was explaining a little bit earlier. So wants categories is internet, phone, subscription, spending, clothing, kids, and pets. Now, let me think. So I need to do 5,931.62 times 0.3 to get my calculated. So my target is $1,779 and like 48 cents. I'm gonna write that down. 779.48. All right, so internet is 100 target, because our internet bill is about like $87 right now. So it'll be nice to kind of get a little extra in there. Phone is 160. Our phone bill is not that high. I'm just looking to add some cushion to those categories. Subscription is going to be 60. Spending is going to be 200 a month. Clothing is going to be 40. Kids is going to be 400 a month. And then pets is going to be 200 a month. So those are all of our wants categories. I'm gonna add them up really quick. Plus 60, plus 200, plus 40, 400, and 200. So our wants is $1,160, and that is quite a bit under our target amount. And the reason that it's quite a bit under is because we have a little bit on our needs, and then our savings target goal, even though we're targeting 20%, is going to be much higher than that. So we will go ahead and really quick target what our what our savings goals would be. So 20% of my take-home pay is $1,186. Yeah. And 32 cents. So for birthdays, we do 300 every month. For savings challenges, we are going to be doing 1,300. And then for buffer, buffer is going to be getting like 762, because that's going to be what's left over. And that's just going to stay in my account. And then what I want to do is I want to do an April rollover. All right, so for April rollover, I'm adding this category to our savings because the last day of March is the 31st, and so that cash stuffing will cover from the 31st through the 6th, which is going to bleed into April. So we're going to go ahead and put $1,482.90 to the side for our first week in April. So adding these together is $3,090.52. So really quick, I want to add the 1160, and then I want to add the 50, 1181. So that is 9262.33, which is what we have here. So I know that all of the money is accounted for in each of these categories, but what I wanted to do is add 300 and 1300. So that's 1,600. So our target for savings is 20%, which is 1186. And you can see here 1,600 is almost $500 more. So we are putting a lot of money into savings. We have some extra money going into needs. So our wants categories is going to be a little lower. Now I mentioned earlier that we don't have a maintenance category over here, because what we're going to do is for gas, we're going to be using any leftover money is going to be rolled into maintenance. But we're also going to be using savings challenges. Once we get through March, we're going to have new savings challenges that will help us save like a few $100s, and then from that money I want to go ahead and put some money aside for my student loans to make $1,000 payments every month this year, and then also take some of that money and put it into things like you don't see here, like Christmas. We don't have Christmas vacation, any extra spending money. So as we do and complete savings challenges, we'll be using that money and either putting aside for other things like Christmas and such, or we're just gonna go ahead and like use it as some extra spending money, anything like that. So that's the plan. And the reason that we're doing so much towards savings challenges and not having as many categories is because Little Miss loves doing those, and I love having her do them with me. So we're hoping to be able to save some money and kind of show her how we can put money aside for things that we want, like Christmas. So I am very excited to be showing that to you. But what I want to do next is I want to get set up, because what I did do is I did take out money I took out money from our emergency fund. And so we were going to go ahead and take that money out, and we're going to stuff it for March bills. So that is what we're going to do next, and we're going to be set up for March. And so that way when we do our cash stuffing on Friday, we will do a budget breakdown so that I can show you how this money gets set aside, or sorry, how this money, how my weekly stuffing gets allocated to these categories. That was a tongue twister. It was a mouthful. My goodness. Okay, let me go ahead and get set up, and we'll go ahead and stuff our first month of, or sorry, our March bills. So let me go ahead and do that. All right, so it's a little later in the day, so I apologize for the lighting. But what I want to do really quick is I want to get our envelopes set up. So we are going to go ahead and this is going to be, black is going to be our needs envelope. And Little Miss and I worked on making a few new envelopes, and we're reusing some older ones. So I have student loans, I have HELOC, I have home, and this one was created by Intentional Living. She has a YouTube channel, and she has an Etsy shop that you can order these from. I just love her bundles. I have charity, groceries, and then car maintenance is another one that Intentional Living does. And within our car maintenance and our home envelope are tabs. So in car maintenance I have gas, insurance, maintenance and deductible, which we will add to as we can. And then in home we have utilities, water, maids, miscellaneous, and also maintenance. So this is going to be our needs envelope. All right, and then our wants envelope is going to be this pink one. I've really missed it, so I'm bringing it back. I forgot to make a lifestyle header, so I need to do that. But this is lifestyle. It has internet, phone, and subscriptions in it. Then we have spending, clothing, kids, and in kids I have an allowance tab. Allowance is a needs category, but I went ahead and put it into kids. And then pets. Okay, so now we have a needs and wants envelope. I'm gonna go ahead and put that up here. I'm gonna put this up here. Savings is going to be our blue binder. Okay, I think what I want to do is I want to take my savings and my emergency savings out of here. I'm going to take my needs and wants envelopes, and I'm going to put them to the side because we do have money in needs that needs to get divvied out. But we will come back to that in a second. And then, excuse me, so we're going to do savings. Okay, so we're going to do birthdays first, because birthdays I'm going to go ahead and set an amount to the side every, what is it, every paycheck anyway, so we're not going to be using the savings challenges for that. We'll finish off the one that we're working on right now, but then after that it's just going to be a flat like 75, I think, every week. Okay, and then we're going to put savings in here, but we're going to take this out because we don't need it. So savings, so when we go ahead and do our cash stuffing, we're going to stuff birthdays and then savings, and then I'm going to go ahead and put emergency fund in here as well. So in emergency fund, while we are here, we're going to go ahead and take out $2,500 because this money I went ahead and transferred into my checking account. This money is what you see here, and we're going to stuff it for our March bills. So putting that to the side. So in emergency fund, we still have 1, 2, 3,000, 5, 6, 7, 8, 900, 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. So 3,908. I think I'm going to, I was targeting $10,000 for an emergency fund, but since some things are changing, we're going to go ahead and just cap it off at 5,000. And we'll probably just save a little bit after that. I am going to go ahead and finish off the savings challenge, what we're working on right now for our emergency fund, and then once that's done, we'll go ahead and allot that money somewhere else because I think we'll be okay for an emergency fund for a little while. And then we have Christmas, holidays, and vacation. I may in April, because we'll be done with our, what do you call it? We'll be done with our vacation. I may go ahead and make like a sinking funds envelope where we'll go ahead and put like Christmas, holidays, and vacation in there, and then just use this for like savings challenges. But for now, this is fine. And then, so we have needs, wants, and savings. And then after that, what I want to do is this gray binder is going to be my catch-all. So I'm going to have bank, which is going to be anything either that needs to go to the bank or is from the bank. Credit cards, I forgot to make a little lettering for this, so I'll do that later. And then buffer, I'm going to go ahead and put this in here, and I also need to make letters for this as well. So what we're going to do is, while we are here, I'm going to go ahead and take out of our needs envelope, we're going to take the 1, 2, 3, 20, 40, 50, 60, 2, 63. So 363, we're going to go ahead and put this into buffer for now. Oh boy. And then the rest of this, 25, 6, 27, 28, we're going to go ahead and put into savings. So stick this into savings, and then we will stuff this for our Savings Sunday after we cash stuff on Friday. So that is all we're going to be doing with these two binders now. And now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and stuff our March envelopes, or our March bills in here. So starting with our needs binder, and not all of these are going to get stuffed. I don't think anything, well, we're going to stuff a couple things in our wants binder, but first off is student loans. We're doing 5, 600, 20, 40, 5 into student loans. And then at the beginning of the month, I will go ahead and pay all of these. And then for HELOC, we're going to do 200. So 200. The prop money depicts money that is currently in my bank account. I didn't want to take it out because I'm just going to go ahead and transfer it at the beginning of the month anyway. So I wasn't too worried about that. All right, and then home. All right, so utilities is going to get 200, 51, 52. Water is getting 160, and I think I did that in all 20s. I did, okay, so I did 51, 20, 40, 60. 51, 20, 40, 60 for water. Maids is getting 190, and we do 150, and then $40 and tip. So 150, 70, 90. And then miscellaneous is getting 50. And that's just to kind of set us up for whatever expenses that we have that we don't budget for. And then maintenance we will work on through our savings challenges. Charity is getting 60, 55, getting 55, so we do 20, 40, 55 for charity. Groceries, we're going to go ahead and put 200 in. Is that right? No, we're not putting anything into groceries. Yeah, so we're not putting anything into groceries. See, gas, we're doing 100, so 50. Oops, 70, 90, 100, just in case my husband needs to go ahead and fill up his car. I just filled up mine, so I'm okay there. And then insurance, we're doing 200, and that is in the bank. So 1,200 for insurance. And then we will work on some of these other tabs as we can. All right. So I still need to do allowance and kids, which is really good because those are in this folder, or sorry, this binder. So we are skipping lifestyle. No, we need to put stuff in here. Yep. So in lifestyle, because we do have bills for lifestyles, phone is getting 160. Yeah. Let me see. So allowance is 100. Yeah. So we're doing 20, 40, 60. I was much more awake when I planned this out than I am right now. So 120, 40, 60 for internet. Oops. Sorry. 160 for phones. Internet is getting 100. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. We did phones and subscriptions. Getting 40, so we're doing 20, 30, 40. All right, so lifestyle is taken care of. All right, nothing for spending. Clothing is nothing. And then, so for kids, we are doing 100 in allowance. So that is what this is. That's prop money, so I'll go ahead and transfer that at the beginning of the month into our, what do you call it? Our allowance account. Allowance account. And then kids is getting 300, so we're doing, should be the rest of this because we do have things like swim and dance at the beginning of the month that we need to pay for. So we have 1, 2, 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 95, 300. All right, so now we have everything ready for March from a bills perspective. And I'm gonna go ahead and make those letterings. I made myself a note so that way I can get that done. And yeah, we are ready for March. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please hit that like button. Comment below. Let me know what you think about us changing it. I'm still trying to do the needs, wants, savings with the 50, 30, 20 budgeting, but kind of like aligning our categories to match that. So let me know what you think about that. And if you haven't already, please subscribe and join us. And I will see you in the next video. Until then, be safe. Bye.